Ace Attorney, episode 12, chat. Are we gonna hit the 20, chat? Are we gonna hit the 20 in this playthrough, do you think? With Case 5? I think we might get close. I don't know if we will hit the big 20. But we're back. Back to do more Ace Attorney. Hopefully the game is up in the background. It is. Lovely. Howdy, everyone. Hopefully you are all enjoying a nice... Saturday. How is the day today? Saturday. I'm still a bit under the weather. Hopefully my condition improves. If it doesn't, I don't really mind. I'm going to push through and do as many streams as I can in my current heyday. I did mention during the pre-stream that I've got a new PNG tuber on the way. In fact, I've even got the art ready to go. But I'm not going to be doing it for Ace Attorney because I want consistency with the videos. And if a new PNG tuber suddenly appears in episode 13, that's going to be a bit weird. So instead, chat, we're going to be having Rahana here until we finish Ace Attorney. But everything else outside of Ninja Gaiden 4, which will also have Rahana in it, it is all going to be the new PNG tuber for everything I do in the future. That's going to be fun. It's going to be sad to see Rahana go. I've been using Rahana since I think Final Fantasy 16 back in 2024 or 2023 actually. No, it wasn't 2023. When did Final Fantasy 16 come out? That was not 2023. It was not. I refuse to believe that. It's not. Oh, it was! Oh! Oh, God! Well, that's the biggest jump scare of the day, chat. We are in 2026. Time is not real. Time does not exist. It is an illusion. But to allude to that, we will now delude into... I don't know what I'm saying. Into Ace Attorney news as I transition into Ace Attorney notes. Right here. There we go, chat. In the last episode of Phoenix Wright, I'm sorry, scratch that. Floor Reverie, Ace Attorney. Final Fantasy 16 was 2023. I wasn't expecting that. No, neither was I. We were in the courtroom dealing with Angel Star. We spent the entire stream in that courtroom, chat. I wasn't expecting it to be that long, but it was. We found out that while she was a lunch lady, she was also a detective at a certain point. And we took apart her testimony piece by piece and provoked her as much as we could with the help of Edgeworth, who feels like he's on our side in this case, and I hope that continues because it's very funny. We found out that there was a piece of evidence in the in the muffler of the car, which is the kind of the part of the exhaust pipe on the back. There was a piece of paper that we needed evidence of, and in so finding that, I think we found out that the thing kept in there was a separate knife. There were two knives, chat, a switchblade and also Edgeworth's blade, with the tag on the new knife corresponding with that note we found in the first part of Case 5, which was written on Bruce Goodman's piece of paper. This, where is it? Did I write that down? That's what I did. Where did I write it down? Well, it was DL9 or something like that, I think. And in so doing that, we then had a little discussion with the police commissioner, Damon Gant, who I gave like a Muppet voice, and we had a discussion with him about how there was also apparently a sneaky murder that occurred at the police station in the evidence room. But in so investigating further, we discovered that no, there were not in fact two murders. It was the same person killed, but apparently having been found to be killed in both locations, which, as the stream title suggests, is an impossible crime. You can't be killed in two places at once. That's not possible. We ended off this case with Damon Gant being a complete dick towards my boy, Miles Edgeworth. He is just getting shade thrown at him from all sides, from the police and the other prosecutors, for being bad. And I'm wondering this has something to do with what him and Lana did in the past 2 years ago. And if we're going to find out more about the evidence transferal that occurred between the police and the prosecutors. It feels like that is the core theme of this case. This kind of relationship between both factions. So, without further ado, we're going to get into this, but I'm immediately going to go on a break chat because I need to pop to the bathroom, so I'll be back in 2 seconds, and then we'll get started with more Case 5. I am back. Oh no, what's happened to the PRF document? Why has it gotten small? Right. I have a feeling the entire stream today is going to be just us doing investigations, so I hope you're looking forward to that, chat. I don't think this is the first stream where I'm using my 8-bit Do controller, but it is the first stream I'm using it where I have the USB port inside of the actual computer. I found out after the last stream chat while I was doing Ninja Gaiden 4, where it was a much bigger problem, as you'd expect, in an action game where you don't want your controller to stop working halfway through a fight. I found out that the little USB port I use for the wireless controller needed to be connected to the actual computer because it's on the USB port hub that I had it on. It kept disconnecting. But now that that's fixed, I haven't had any disconnection issues since. Now, of course, this controller may decide to stop working halfway through the stream. I'm hoping it won't, but we'll see. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway?
I'm a little confused. Are we gonna get a summary, even though I just made a summary? Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. Well, no, we can infer that he probably died from a stab wound and then from blood loss afterwards.
What's this and the evidence room part?
You were there, Emma. you were in the room with me when I got this piece of information.
The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Okay, that is actually important information. I think I have written that down, though. Body found in police parking lot of prosecutor's office also was murdered at the police station in the evidence room. So he died at 5 p.m. or was attacked at 5 p.m. So even theoretically, he couldn't have gotten there in 15 minutes. That would be impossible. 30 minutes by car. Okay, how about we write all this down? So Miles actually just got back in office at 5:12 p.m. I can trust that information. Lana Sky said the crime took place at 5:15 p.m. We know from the autopsy report, which I can actually read in game, that the death occurred between 4 p.m. to 5:30. That does give enough time for his body to be moved, because that is an hour and a half, and it only takes half an hour to get between both locations. And that also makes sense considering his body was found in a car. If he wasn't murdered in the trunk of the car, he could have been murdered in the evidence room and then moved to the parking lot. Or vice versa. Although I feel like it would be easier to take someone out of the police station than into the police station, especially a dead body. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
I'm glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, alright? I'll prove that these thick rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show.
You're actually going to help me for once?
Let's go. Science awaits us.
Oh, okay, we're just going to head here right now. February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about a police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
I mean, it feels pretty important to the case. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in that evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the police chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, arranging evidence at the crime scene?
Never. I mean, you don't know. You could have. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. Just... We're both professionals at what we do and I trust her.
Wait, I thought we said that in our head. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Uh-oh. Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water.
That is true.
Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
Wouldn't the police have already done those tests? That's also a good point.
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
Yeah, but this is different. We're testing bloodstains of this stuff, not drinking it. I have a feeling that luminol is highly toxic to drink.
Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses.
You had an extra pair of those things? Oh, am I going to see through rose-tinted glasses?
Or
red-tinted glasses, the only real colour.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press A to spray it on.
Oh, the mini-games in this game are crazy.
Okay, let's find us some bloodstains.
I mean, I have a feeling it's probably where the barrel is. Cool! Examine. Ah! I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood.
Excuse me? You've never seen actual blood before? Not even during like a blood test? Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain.
But doesn't... Yeah, I was about to say, Emma, if you're going to become a forensic scientist, maybe you should get used to seeing blood. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this? Scientifically? The amount of blood? Well, not the bloodstain's location, because this is where he would have been murdered. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'll be a little more blood? Also, I feel like there'll be a little bit more blood on her.
I definitely think so. I mean...
I think I know what we're doing. We're trying to work out if Lana actually fought Goodman here.
Look at the blood in the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there have to be more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plan when we find our blood stain, okay?
Chat, I just remembered something I was going to do at the beginning of the stream. We'll do it during one of the ad breaks, I think. Basically, next week I'm going to be doing an additional stream, because I'm not going to be doing tabletop next week, to take a little bit of break so I can work on my notes for it. I am going to be doing a unique stream next week, not Ace Attorney. I'm going to be doing something a bit different, so look forward to that during the ad break in about 40 minutes, where I will go through what I'm going to do with that.
See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I used to receive my allowance to buy that.
You can just buy a luminol spray? I'm going to have a little look at this. Luminol spray. You can buy a UV torch, but you can't buy the actual spray. Something different, intriguing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why I'm beating about the bush. I'm going to be doing 3 indie games from a wheel I'm going to spin. Basically, chat, There are so many indie games I want to play. I'm not going to have a chance to play them all. So I'm going to be choosing 3 to do the first hour of for each of them. And that's going to be the 3-hour stream. On Tuesday, I think, is the plan for that.
Needed my allowance to buy that.
Luminor testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Sky. Solution used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use.
Can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court.
Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. That sounds a little biased, Emma. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah.
Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Doesn't feel like we're lawyers, really. Guess I should give this a spare on anything unsuspicious. Oh no, what's this? Who's this character? Okay, well, is it going to be a new character, or is it going to be the Officer Meekins, or maybe Jake Marshall? I wonder if Angel Star is still going to be a character. I assume she is. Huh. Oh no, well there you go, she's here. I wonder how that flirt of yours would react to a nice deli box. No, the poor animators. Stop making the animators have to animate lunches, game.
Oh, Miss Star. You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two.
This day-old deli box is on the house. I'm good. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Yeah, I was about to say day-old lunch. No, thank you. How you doing?
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
Well, my apologies, Miss Star, but...
No, it's not okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. What are you talking about? You saw the entire crime from up there. How was that not convincing? I just had lunch, Angel. I mean, I haven't actually had my lunch yet. I've still got my yogurt and my crisps in front of me.
I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Oh, no.
Here's my lunch to you, Emma. Death. Little girl, don't forget what's important here.
Committing perjury, yeah, I was about to say. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different,
I still saw what I saw.
I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood,
and that testimony still stands.
I swear it on my honor. As a detective, she stabbed Goodman. I mean, she could have stabbed him after he was dead. Worth noting that the image we're getting there might be different to what she actually saw. I know this photograph is something important to tell us, but what? So, you're a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago.
No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? Like you gave them sandwiches and they coughed that up?
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know.
I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect.
And before long, they called me the lunch lady. Oh, the Gotham Queen.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go? Fired?
I felt I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today.
Interesting enough, she uses the phrase prim and proper, implying that the what happened to her was under legal ways to get rid of her. It was all legal, but she wasn't happy about them taking it by the book.
It's all because of the case.
The SL9 incident. Oh, the sequel to DL6. Oh, my favorite. If you combine those both together, chat, you get nice. SL9? Wait, it doesn't mean... Okay, well, I can add it. I can update my notes then, now that we've got that confirmed. So I will change my notes here to... the SL9 incident. Bam, bam, bam! Many people were involved. I will say Angel Star lost her detective badge. And I believe Jake Marshall also lost his detective badge. Evidence transfer. No one is being let into criminal affairs. I'm going to update her notes too. So, lunch lady imports food from the Far East. I don't know how important that's going to be. Boyfriend works in security at prosecutor's office. Has 3 boyfriends. I think he has more than 3 boyfriends. Hates prosecutors. Was a special investigator 2 years ago. Lost her investigation. Lost her detective badge during the SL9 incident. Saw the murder from security booth, ran down there and arrived at 5:20 p.m. Apprehended Lana while she was talking to Emma on the phone. She also took a picture when she was behind the grate. Took a picture when behind the grating. Which again is suspicious in its own right. Like, why did she do that? I guess to get evidence that she was, you know, committing the murder. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Bye. Can I spray at my own face? Ah! I wonder if this... Wait. Oh. Emma Sky. She wrote her name on it. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Yeah, we know who did it. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. Are you going to use it to spray people in their eyes? Okay. Well, you're better than Mario in defense. You can defend yourself at the very least. What kind of world do you think we live in? A bad world. Phoenix, in the last case, you were attacked by Manfred von Karma with a taser. Welcome in, Maelstrom. I'm looking forward to the birthday of Rod Bingo tonight. I remember last year you did that. I said after the stream, or during the stream, that I'm going to make a bit this year where I'm going to say, I hope this appears in the birthday of VOD Bingo enough times for that to be a bingo slot, but I don't think I did that at all. I think I stopped doing that like about a week after that stream happened. But I am very excited to see what your bingo slots are going to be. Oh, I do get the option to spray. Ba-da-bum. Oh, I get infinite spray? Phoenix, you're wasting it! Phoenix, you're wasting all the spray! Sorry, Emma. What are you doing? No! Damn it, I wanted to spray her! Ba-da-bum! Nani! Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Can't hear anything. Ears, no, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. Oh shit, we got luminol spray. We do. Is luminol just like ultraviolet? Chat, I swear it is. News today, lawyer contaminating crime scene with this luminol fluid. Nani? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear this fine. The phone's broken. Yeah, but I wanted to look at it with the spray. No, I don't want to look at a display game. I want to look at it with display vision. Okay, gotta do it multiple times. I got it. Not ultraviolet, chemiluminescence. Right, okay. I mean, I think that they are partially the same in some ways, but yes. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the... It could have been her blood. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime. And you're not telling me what she said, Emma. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? Also, you can kind of see what buttons you pressed on the phone. There's nothing to do with taking sides. So, this means that Lana's hand has blood on it. Luminol is a chemical used in forensic science to detect... Well, hold on, we can ask Google. Let's see what Google has to say. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Hey, Google! Google! Hey, Google! You son of a bitch. It is from Google. Yeah, but I wanted to ask my phone. I think that is what Damska did. Even if cleaned or invisible. I wanted to ask my phone. Well, the thing is, my phone, like, tells me things sometimes, chat. Like, when we did a Heartworm, it told me that a shotgun has a wide spread. When I actually want information from it, it doesn't tell me anything. Okay, this is my new favorite thing in this game, chat. I love this. I want to spray. Okay, actually, let's not finish that sentence. Sounds like my Alexa. Yeah. Set the cuckoo clock for 90 minutes. No, Google, no! Chat, Google just activated. What the fuck? What are you doing, this phone? I didn't even say Google. Said Alexa. I haven't got an Alexa device, chat. I want you to look at this. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident is written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due to transfer the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. Hold on. Still not over when I asked her about Twilight Princess's release date was like, she went on some tangent about something else. I called her stupid and she went Baby Groot. Oh yeah! When she made the fucking Baby Groot noise. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? I guess not. I guess she can tell us more about the SL9 incident. Phoenix? Well, I guess this is Angel Star's fault in this case. Oh god, we can go everywhere. It'll be a new topic on Talk. It's not! Certainly fucking isn't. I wonder if there's blood in my office. I'd say about $10 per gram. Isn't my allowance to buy it? Your allowance? Does the sister give you that? Yes, we don't have parents. Oh, so it's a Sai and Makoto situation. Right. Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance. What, she just gives you luminol? A bottle of luminol testing fluid? Man, I just take the allowance myself. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have, I guess. Damn it, I want to spray this room. No, game. Well, where should we begin? Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Don't you feel like a great guy spraying her precious luminol allowance all over the place, wasting it? I mean, I still feel pretty good. I don't fucking care. She gave it to me. I can do what I want with it now. It's mine. Oh well, you see, we should go to the police department. The evidence lock room, wasn't it? Was it?
I'm not being very useful here, am I?
No. You're being very helpful. I mean, the luminol spray is the most useful thing you've done for us so far in the game, Emma, I will say.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh god, I got to hear his voice again. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all these rumours? You were even in defendant's chair just this past December.
There
was that business of him not reading that officer's report. Ah, about the killing at the police department. Right. Yeah, but that, again, we mentioned that oh, there he is. He's got like the Ganondorf laugh. Chief of Police was right about that. But I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Could be him. It's not gonna be Meekins, is it? Or it's not gonna be Gumshoe, is it? Here's the thing about this case that is kind of an issue. Not an issue, but it's a thing worth noting. The thing about this case, chat, is it was added after Ace Attorney 2 and 3. So anything that could involve Edgeworth and Gumshoe and other characters that would like put them in peril, we know are going to get rectified because this happened before 2 and 3. So those characters are safe. I would say the game is pretty smart though, introducing Emma and Lana as new characters and not bringing Maya back, because we don't know what's going to happen with these two. Like, all the characters are safe. Nothing bad is going to happen to them. Wait, this is after... No, it's not. I mean, this case was made. The story was made by the devs after Ace Attorney 2 and 3, but it's set before those games. So we know they can't do anything, like, to those characters that is going to be detrimental. I'm not saying it's like Game of Thrones where characters can just die at any time, but, you know. February 23rd. Detention Center. Visitors Room. Yeah, AA1231 GBA, then this case was added to the DS remaster of the first game. Yeah. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning.
I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time?
Can you imagine? I mean, I can imagine the police would be quite brutal considering that she is suspected of killing one of their own officers. How are you supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? It could be the same person. Wait, hold on, one thing. Da-dun! Dun dun! Dun dun! Finally. I can get my revenge! Yes! Oh! No! No! Glad they added it, though. It was such a good case. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of it. Can I not go to Edgeworth's office? Oh, I have to do it here, I think. Wonder what kind of things I'll find on his sofa with this luminol spray. Do you think it only finds blood but other mysterious fluids? Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. I'm sure it'll be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. Is this breaking and entering? Are we allowed in here? I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I'll get it, chat, because he's got his own investigation games, chat. I don't know about that as a reference to that at all. I hope that's what he's doing. Hmm? No, he's like at home, like crying in the shower because no one likes him. If only Phoenix would love me. Finally, I get to do what I've always wanted. Spray luminol spray in Edgeworth's office. I was kind of hoping there'd be some blood on the statue, but it wasn't. He's gonna come back. Oh. That's not blood. What? There's like some blood has dripped down here. Judging by the amount, I guess it is from it. Judging by the amount, my guess is it's from a nosebleed. Edward jogging it over the table. A nosebleed, Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Burger slapped someone for their incompetence. Why does the Gumshoe's face come to mind? No! They're best buddies. Are we not going to question this? I mean, I guess, like, Edgeworth isn't involved in the investigation at all. I'm just going to imagine that Edgeworth has had, like, a nosebleed from distress. Oh, God, here we go. Hold on, Emma. Hold on. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. Suppose it makes sense. Detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. Like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. One thing before moving on. Chat, I hope I get to keep this luminal spray for the next 2 games. This is too much fun. Ah! This is police brutality! No! What about you? Have you been involved in the murder, Mr. Mascot character? No, you're safe for now. I guess I'm allowed in here. I don't know why. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Wow, there was a vicious murder of a detective down in the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's check out the police department crime scene. Yeah, you sound dead sound investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. I just want to see what this will actually look like in real life. Just like we get like a scene of this Phoenix just going around spraying everything with luminol. There's this guy. He keeps going around the offices and spraying them all with this weird liquid. We can't get rid of him because he's here to doing an investigation on the crime. Oh, because it's a different area, isn't it? Yeah. So I can't go into criminal affairs to find out more information. Oh no. Oh, what is this? Well, this room looks like it needs to be sprayed down with luminol, chat. What's the decor in this place? Very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. Okay, so note that the cowboy man is a guard of the evidence room. Okay, so I thought that he was the guard and the security officer in the parking lot, but I guess he's not. So he's a guard of the evidence room. And I assume he is one of Angel's boyfriends, maybe. Seems like a terrible place to keep a hat or on a cactus. Oh, the cactus has any spikes on it. So beyond that door is the evidence room, scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. What do you mean? Can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What? What I want to know is if this is a guard station, where is that guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yeah, me too. I don't want to encounter him here. Yipes, he's sure prickly. It must be the real deal. Okay, so it does have spikes on it, but we just can't see it in the art. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti,
Oh, a lot like my sister, actually.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get an entire backstory scene now because Emma's thinking about cacti. Go on. Hold on.
Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing out in every direction. I wish I had a badge. Just like her.
I'm not sure I see the resemblance. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Oh no. Chat, I forgot that I'm switching between Ninja Gaiden 4 and this game, and so I must have changed it over to Ninja Gaiden 4 for the normal screen. Give me a second. I mean, the easiest way to fix that would just be adding a new screen that's just for the feature stream. And that way I wouldn't have to worry about, like, constantly having to switch between the game screen and the feature screen on my stream deck. That would be very easy to fix. I mean, I could even just... Hold on, I can do that right now. Give me a second, chat.
I'm just gonna do this. OBS scene. Add this here.
And then go into my Stream Deck logos file. We are getting close to the ads anyway. And Emma's prepared. Phoenix just temporarily blinked out of existence. Yeah, no. Phoenix is dealing with his Stream Deck chat. And then... go here. And make this feature. And call this one game. And then the feature screen will be this one. And now I can do this. And this. And this. And this. And this. That's great. There we go. Fixed. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Probably because I had less buttons. Because I got myself a bigger Stream Deck for Christmas, chat. So I now have a bunch more buttons. But I'm not too sure what to do with a lot of them. Like, I don't know what to really have. I feel like I've got everything I need. Really. Not so sure I see the resemblance.
More an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
That was cute. I enjoyed that conversation.
There's a security guard uniform hanging.
I don't think that's a security guard uniform. I also don't think he should be allowed to wear his own clothes on duty. It's more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather pant. What was it? What was that called again? Punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Maybe that wasn't it.
Nice not having to tab to new pages all the time. Yeah, I agree on that. I mean, I've got all my sound effects now on one page, so I can just do this.
No, I'm being fucked by a fairy!
Wait, what am I sleeping? What the fuck am I doing?
What the fuck am I doing? I'm being fucked by a fairy!
It sucks.
Oh my god, it was that fucking cacophony of noises. I want to do that one more time.
No, I'm being fucked by a fairy!
Wait, I'm
being fucked by a fairy! No, I'm being fucked by a
Wait,
fairy!
sleeping.
What the fuck am I doing?
How can you sit here and eat pizza?
Absolute cinema. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. If you want to see ponchos, chat, you should play Jedi Fallen Order, because that character in that game only wears ponchos. There's a video feed from the evidence room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. Maybe we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there.
Indeed. Is that bourbon? No. I feel like there should be a bit of blood in the cactus from him picking himself. Darn! Wait, why is there a piece of rope here at the door? Is he gonna catch someone? Is he like hiding behind a desk right now? The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. Oh, open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Maybe Gumshoe's here? Oh, well, I guess we can't do anything in this room right now then. That must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady the restaurant and everything. Someone's getting a demotion. That must be one of the detectives. Mumbling something to himself. I know. The killer used to use dry ice. You put it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win a writer's award for sure. He's not writing a report, he's writing a novel. It is true though, dry ice is kind of scary in that way. These are the detectives' desks. Our computers and files in each one. Funny, they're a lot tighter than I expected. Guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Wait, so where am I going then? If we can't go into the office, are we just going to wait for the guy to show up? Emma, what are we doing here? Oh, hold on. Look on the floor. A lasso. I think I set it to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. You sure have an active imagination. I mean, if it's not in here we need to go, where do we need to go? Also, why did they give me like a massive timer for the ad break? What's going on right now? Swinging door makes this place look like some kind of saloon. Oh look, it's nailed shut. Can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, cactus would fall over. Ouch. It's more like a yow myself. If I wanted to get permission to go into the evidence room, who would I speak to? Probably not Gumshoe, because Gumshoe's getting demoted all the time. Maybe someone here? The Blue Patcher is still writhing around today. God, I don't want to see this. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? Yeah, actually, that might be a good idea. Just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. Never seen anyone who looked like the people on those posters. They hardly even look human. The other point. Have you seen this man? This squiggly face drawing of a person? Mr. Wright? Well, wait, there's one. Chat, considering ads are about to begin, we are going to do the thing I wanted to do earlier in the stream that I forgot to do. As I said before, I'm going to be doing a special Tuesday stream next week, since I'm not doing tabletop next week. And I kind of want to do more monthly streams of just random stuff. So we will go through that once the ads are finished. But for now, I think we're just going to sit here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, and then get into this. Get into the thing I wanted to do. Right, chat, I am back. We still got 2 minutes of ads, so I'll wait until those are over, and then we're going to go into the thing I wanted to showcase. So, chat, hopefully you've had a good week.
I am having a pretty good time overall. I'm getting close to the end of Ninja Gaiden 4. I believe I am now over halfway through, so I will be immediately following that up with Onimusha 2, which will be the game I do then. Starting off a week off work, so can't complain. That sounds great. I've been playing the Liza P DLC. I've mentioned that during my Ninja Gaiden 4 recordings, but I'm enjoying it so far. I will say, I like the first area a lot more than the second one. The zoo/circus was fucking great, but then, like, after that, it was like, yeah, here's the ice dungeon level. You're gonna hate it. The enemies here are utter wank. You're not going to like the enemies at all. There are two enemies in particular that I hate in that area. There's one that has like a freeze gun, which is so hard to reach, and it just keeps making you get immediate ice buildup or freeze buildup. And then there's this giant chainball guy, who I don't know for the life of me how you're meant to hit him in quick succession. But I will also say that I found a new weapon that I quite like. I found these claws that you get from one of the bosses, which are awesome. Bosses have been great so far. I like the dual boss I fought in particular. It was very well designed for duo boss. That usually duo bosses struggle in Souls-likes that aren't FromSoft, and even in FromSoft games, like the variant Gargoyles comes to mind in that regard. But Liza P nailed it with that fight. Like, really cool encounter. It's just nice having a Souls-like that has like actual characters who speak during the combat. It feels more immersive that way, I feel, than just being like dead people. Right. Anyway, I wanted to go for this chat. So, I want to do more kind of one-off streams more often, because I enjoy doing my feature streams, but I also want to do a couple of one-off things as well occasionally. And in this case, I thought it would be a good idea to bring back Quick Harvest. If you don't know what Quick Harvest is, chat, I think a year or so ago, I stopped doing it. Basically, it was me having a look at the first hour of a video game and kind of getting its general vibe, a quick look almost. But I thought Quick Harvest made sense because of the flower theme and the floor reverie stuff. So with that in mind, next Tuesday at 4 PM, it'll be a later stream. We're going to be doing a little bit of indie games that came out in the last year. I have collected all of the indie games from my back catalogue that I haven't played from last year, and I've put them all into a wheel. So, without further ado, we're going to spin one of these now, and then do another one in an hour, and then do the third one on the next stream on Monday to have our 3 indie games ready to go for that day. So as you can see, chat, there are a lot of games on this list that came out last year that I have not played, and I'll be doing an hour for each of them on the Monday. Right. Without further ado, let's get into this. You guys can't hear the wheel. Canada Girl will be the first one on the list. So let me just write this down somewhere just so I have it. Probably in the Quick Harvest part. That's where the videos will go. Currently building a Democracy Chaos Star Voting on Fortnite with the skip extend system. It's working quite well. Oh, that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that on the stream. Right, so I want to go into design, do this, and then add a text box. So Hanada Gill will be the first one. I don't remember anything about this game, but I guess we'll find out on the Tuesday what this game is. I need to have some time to do it, so I might actually do all 3 spins today, so I can have some time getting the games ready to go for the Tuesday stream, just so I'm not doing it on the Monday. So I'll remove that from the wheel, and I'll also remove it from this list I have in this. Right, there we go. Remove that, and then save. Save. No, save the cloud game. There we go. What the hell is Hannah the Girl? I don't know. Yeah, Hannah the Girl is an action platformer game with brutal and frantic action, where you swap between two playable characters. It's got pretty favorable reviews online, so we'll be doing that on Tuesday. We're doing an hour of that. Anyway, back to Ace Attorney. We need to work out where we're going, chat. You have nothing for me. No one here. How do I get permission? What's going on right now, Ace Attorney? I want to go into the evidence room, but the game's not letting me. Darn. I don't know. I don't know where we're going. Oh, okay. According to this, I need to speak to Angel Star more. I need to get more information out of her. Okay. Let's do that. Have a look at this. No, that's me looking at it. Have a look at this. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Oh! With the SL9 incident, Just like that time. That time? I think you need to tell me more about this. Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? Said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. Even look at it. You must have to brew that leaves a long time to get rich fever like this. So you figured lying was the way to make sure it's not disregarded. Interesting play. Yeah, it seems very suspicious to me. Well, you pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. Knew it. That's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. Let's show her the ID. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the Quafford Queen, right? We found this ID card here, in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that, it's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the one who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. Wish I could be so sure. Body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, the Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Though it's strange. Why didn't that chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? I think a good point. There we go. Okay, there we go. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. Well, nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh.
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it?
On the contrary.
It was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what's coming to him. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right? I mean, I assume they were killed, like shot, but they didn't get the evidence to prove they were guilty, so that's why he got, like, disavowed. Or disbarred.
On the basis of the evidence of a sort, made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
But Goodman was still a detective, even now.
And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall.
So is that why the two of you are together? Because you both were fucked over?
As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over. He was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
Haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
It sounds like you're kind of owning up to this crime. What are you trying to get out of Lana?
Wait, those lunches you sell? There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
It stars old boyfriends.
How many does he have anyway?
Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. Oh.
There has to be a connection. So, Rookie?
What?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes. Oh! Don't mind if I do. Didn't I mention last stream that I wanted a steak-like lunchbox? What the fuck?
A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy might help you if you tempt him.
No, I want it. You're not having any of it. I want it. Oh! Received from his star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall. I need to check something, chat. Because I swear I mentioned this. Give me a second. Let's go here. And then last episode. It might have been the first episode of Case 5, actually. Give me a second. Go to here. Mr. Wright, Manor. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fun. Well, that was last session, but that was nothing to do with the steak lunch. Shit. Did I not say it? I'm going to check part 10 and just to see if I did or not. I need vindication. No, I didn't say it. Fuck's sake. Oh well. I was using the transcript to see if I said steak at any point.
Miss Star?
I think I fought it in my head, chat. That was it.
Officer Marshall, is he are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him a long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases.
this could have been good stuff to know, Emma, that you know this guy.
Got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. But he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
I mean, I would be too if I lost my job. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Indeed. Let's edit the notes, shall we? Let's go into the notes. So, SL9 incident. Court case from 2 years ago. Detective Goodman was lead detective. I'll let you guys see. Just give me a second. I was just looking for about 25 minutes. Did I miss anything? I did see a spin of the wheel. Yes, we spinned our first game for the Tuesday indie stream stuff. The game will be Hanada Girl, which is a game that came out last year. It's like a action platformer, apparently. But outside of that, we've just been talking to Angel Star and trying to get information out of her. And we found out a little bit more about the SL9 incident. The detective, Angel and Jake were detectives. They lost their jobs due to fabricated evidence. Is this something that Edgeworth and Lana did? Did they like fabricate evidence to make sure they can persecute this guy? Guilty party was executed. I mean, now it makes sense why they'd be annoyed about that. And now an evidence transfer was occurring 2 years later. Oh? Oh god, you can't see the screen. There we go. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. Place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? Oh, yeah! Gumshoe! One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these?
Actually, it's not for sale. I'm sorry, Gumfuck. You can't have our steak. Oh. Hold on. I'll play some sad music for him. Gumfuck doesn't get his steak. Best macaroni. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. Yeah. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about a stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? I mean, I was there. On the same day a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Oh, well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is that he does me a steak lunch pronto, I feel that. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly, but you're on like a detective's salary. How are you getting the money for a steak lunch? Oh, bye, I guess.
Wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Oh no, is it Meekins? He's the only character who I think I've ever met yet who it could be. Later.
You ran off to the evidence room. Well, the investigation is off to a running start.
Oh my goodness gravy.
Let's see. Ingredients.
Meat.
It must mean beef. Probably just wrote it generically.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives you used.
Go to town.
Oh, it says here, hours of sweat and labor.
Oh, so that's why the sauce is so salty. Ugh. How do you know what the sauce tastes like? You haven't like dipped your finger in it, you disgusting bastard. What? Phoenix, it's not for you. I know I joked about it, but it's not for us.
Oh, it's even like cut. Wow, my mouth is more watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill.
Maybe it could be for him. Oh, it's true. Maybe I'm the one who's like in the wrong here.
No doubt, it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this.
As long as you didn't put any other organs in there. What are you talking about, Phoenix? What does that even mean?
It could be for him.
Nom 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 nom. Delicious, delicious steak. I will say this controls a lot better on controller than it does on keyboard. Kind of reminds me of how the items work in Resident Evil games, where you can flip them around. No, Phoenix, don't do it. Wow, is it glued down? How's it doing that? Oh, look at the sauce and the foam of it. Oh, it looks so good. Oh. What we got with it? We got like carrots. We got where the fuck this is. We got like bean stalks, and then we got some chips to the right, left. There's a potato. Why is there a potato in here? Anyway, we're using our time effectively right now. Is it Marshall? Is he gone to jail? February 23rd, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Still, I do feel a lot better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Yeah, it'd be a shame if someone who you liked is now in jail as well. Emma. Let's not go down too far that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What?
Who's that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? Get your hands off my penis! I'd say I was a perpetrator against. I'd say I was a perpetrator against, sir. That's what I'd say. How do we avoid the penis? Oh, it is Meekins. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises. I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Sir Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver
I mean, he is in the cell.
No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't, is he? You... Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you? He kind of reminds me of the postman from Twilight Princess a bit. Like, he has that kind of energy of, like, how he's, like, animating himself. Just running around delivering things.
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What?
That would be like a good cliffhanger moment. And this is an unexpected turn of events. I love that his ID card, in a very Hot Fuzz style way, is the exact same image of him as him right now.
Sir, I'm a patrolman of General Affairs, sir. Sir!
Ow, I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins. Oh.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
But normally there's a guard in the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than the Officer Marshall.
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. Suspicious person, sir! Suspicious person! What the fuck? What the heck is this guy doing? You can tell he's a DS character because how much more animations he has compared to the other characters. So what happened then? Well, after that, sir, everything went right. I saw red, I backed out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? May I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no time. There was no one to not bondage me. That's different, sir. Sir, bandage me, sir. So I did what I could do to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand, just like Miss Sky. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, it's time to add Officer Meekins to the suspected killer chart. Rest in peace. I'm sorry, Meekins. Suspected killer. The new gumshoe I wrote on him, that ended up being a lie. Defendant. Suspected killer. Well, hold on a second then. If we know that only one person was killed, then that means Lana's safe, because we're assuming Meekins did it. Stabbed someone with Edgeworth's knife. Stabbed someone with switchblade. Crime took place. We don't know when the crime took place. It occurred in evidence room, apparently. But they both killed the same person. Hand is bandaged up. Was it? Yeah, it was her right hand. So right hand bandaged up, and it was Meekin's left hand which is bandaged up. I feel like it's going to be important. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. No, we're going to ask about the victim first. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you haven't labeled me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Ah, yeah, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Why is this guy like Tiny Tim from Christmas Carol? Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. Okay, so you don't know him. So you didn't know him. Okay, that's good information. Stabbed Goodman with switchblade. Didn't know Goodman personally. Well, I assume Lana did. I'm just changing a few things here, chat, just to make it read better in my notes. There we go. And her witness was Angel Star saw it all. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. I've heard of Ace Attorney, but what about By Attorney? Now that's the one where Edgeworth and Phoenix get it down together. Welcome in, Winterheart. Hopefully you're doing good today. So if he was a total stranger, why did you just stab him? That's Attorney. Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am.
Not bass like the fish, you dingus. I'm sorry, not dingus. Dinugs. Dinugs. Or your base attorney. Listen, chat. I'm not gonna say anything. Dinugs. New put down unlocked indeed. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess?
I like how Emma wants this guy to confess to. I mean, I do too. I hate him. Phoenix Wright's fishing planet. Yeah.
But sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
So to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir.
The detective pointed the knife at you.
And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
Boom, 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 boom. Didn't know Goodman personally. Apparently, Goodman pulled the knife on him. It wasn't SL, so it wasn't the evidence room because the knife would have been left there. So that knife must have been involved in the actual, in the incident, right? Switchblade was involved in the incident. Why is the cell guard completely normal? He's in the wrong game. No, it's because I've hit him with Luminol, Winterheart, and he's currently, like, going in a rigor mortis. Oh, I can't do it right now. He's tripping balls. Yeah, he's seeing all the blood. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
Yeah, well, mate. I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because the Goodman had disappeared. What? I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock and the horror, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
I can, with how you're speaking right now. The victim's body disappeared.
That's some story.
What do you think of this? Officer Meekins, this is for you.
I'm scared of knives, sir.
It's okay. Just wanted you to take a look at it.
That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir. My dream, sir. I was being peeled.
What? Second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. You want this? Officer Meekins, can you take a look at this? The steak dinner you're not going to have.
I'm sorry, sir. Real sorry, but I have no idea what that is. I've never seen a steak in my life, sir. I've only ever had, like, I don't know, like, tuppence food. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. What do you think of this?
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Oh.
Hey. That's it, sir. That's it. That's it.
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember. Remember, sir?
You mean you remember what happened?
Oh, correct. That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it.
Can you tell me information instead of repeating what I'm saying?
Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing.
Better pry into this one a little deeper. Oh, by deeper you mean like actually talk to him about it? Right? Okay, right. Right. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
And that's why, that's Phoenix saying that, fuck's sake.
So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly you pointed a knife at me. What? So I assure you I was flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's own words, sir. My late father's.
What happened then?
Well, aye, sir. Everything went white. I woke I was here.
Did he have a taser? Right.
But Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if the body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't know if anyone actually died.
So you don't know if it's Goodman or not because it's a complete stranger.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
We still ended up here? They need a scapegoat, right? They need someone to frame. And I guess in this case it makes sense to frame him. Interesting. Well, I don't think he's the murderer, but so it's apparently stabbed Goodman with switchblade. Stabbed Goodman with switchblade. Apparently Goodman pulled the knife on him. Stabbed. I'm gonna change that to victim. We don't know who it is. Apparently victim pulled the knife on him. Didn't know Goodman personally. Could have been someone else. In evidence room, could have been someone else. The victim disappeared when Beacons awoke. Not died, but disappeared.
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly.
No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? On the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape.
So you are guilty then?
And he waited until now? I mean, you can't fucking say that, Emma, because you didn't tell us anything about the phone call until right before the case happened. I'm really sorry, sir. I hand over my badge. You don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess I better go check out the crime scene. Wait, actually, good point. Hold on. Want to see my badge? No, I want to show him the badge game. No, I want to show him it! Officer Meekins, have a look at this.
Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir.
Huh?
I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one of our girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone, all alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir.
You talking about those badges on her coat? I like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. What's this emote? With Michael Patterson, what's the emote you just put in? What is this? Why has it got such a long nose? It scares me. It scares me, whatever that emote is. I need to get some of this Ace Attorney music to have on my stream deck. This song in particular is a good one. The Dancing Monster emo? But from what? Is it from that streamer or is it from a game? From Ashen, so probably some old Amiga game, right? What are we doing, chat? What did he tell us to do? Shit. Okay, there we go. February 23rd. Police statement. Station. Criminal Affairs Department.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief of detective's desk.
Police Chief Scant. And your shot is on. You know what it be? Wait, hold on. What was the accent? What was the voice? I keep forgetting it. You know what I mean? If there's anything missing, there it is.
So I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. Checked all his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushions, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine, inside of his pants.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you'll call me right away, deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Can I stop speaking like this now, sir, or do I need to keep speaking like this?
Yes, you do. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Right on, my boy. How you been? It's been much. Wait, what? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
This is music. Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, worry. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. And then Gant unhinged his jaw and ate Phoenix whole.
Sounds like an inquisition.
I like his music too, Wellstrom. Well, yeah, they've got no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gold Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty on that case, right? Oh. Yeah, I remember Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, might say. Like, it doesn't do about anything to restore it. I like this. I like we're getting repercussions from that case right now. No wonder he wears glasses. Look at those eyes. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
I am curious, because I know that this game gets animated into an anime at one point. The character designs are so detailed and so great for characterizing who they are. But in animation, it's hard to, maintain that level of detail because they're having them constantly in motion. So you kind of have to simplify certain elements to the character designs, and I'm wondering to what extent they've done that to the characters in this game, like how animated Phoenix is or Edgeworth, and how accurate to the game's portrayal of the characters are compared to the animation. I don't know if this case got animated at all. I don't know because it's one that was added later. But I'd be curious to see like how Mia looks compared to obviously how they're showed in this game. I think you can get away with a lot more things in a graphic novel because you're showing a fixed picture of them. They're not being animated. Evidence room incident. It's downright odd, I tell you. Detective getting killed in their own turf too. I mean, they're being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? No, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive. I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand it. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detective's trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
We did hear him, like, mouthing off a bunch of things to a restaurant person, apparently. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was they wanted the chief of detective to do. Let's see if we... Oh, wait, that's Emma. Emma, why are you doing an impression of Gant?
Let's see if we can ask... let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Kind of discreetly, huh? Don't mind me, just gonna go here.
Oh, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want? Yeah, very discreet, Emma. Just go talk to him right now. What, you see over there? That's Goodman's desk. You want to really check it for anything that might be a clue. Took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here. Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. You didn't even finish writing it. That's evidence, though. The lost item report, but it's only half completed.
Lost item? Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21st. I'll make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report, a half-written document dated 2/21, can only be submitted to Chief of Police. We need to go back to investigating the police department crime scene. Okay, so we need to go back to the evidence room now. Okay, got it. I mean, let's have a look at this note first, since we're here. Cool, we're almost on 3 pages right now of evidence. Fucking hell. This court case is going to be rough. Lost item report 2/21, date lost 2/21, name Bruce Goodman, ID 59, item lost status report. What item did he lose? God, I want to get out of here. I want to get away from Gant. Ah! Wait, hold on. I want to show you some stuff, actually. Hold on. Have a look at this. I was wondering, could you go look at this? Sorry, Righto. I'm through that stuff. Through, I say. Go find the guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one. The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. Damn it, we still can't do anything here? Right, where are we gonna go next then? Hello everyone. Welcome back. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, right. Maybe we gotta ask Gant permission. Right, okay, that makes sense. Streamception. Yeah. I mean, if you want Streamception, we can just do this again.
Hashtag Team Lizard.
No, I'm being fucked by a fairy! Wait, I'm being fucked by a fairy! Wait, what am I sleeping? No, I'm being... Wait, what am I sleeping? What the fuck am I doing?
How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Absolute cinema. Ah, okay, there we go. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come. Right-o, you asked me to help. I was wondering if we can investigate the evidence room. Not again. Not again, please. No, right-o. Actually, oh, what was that gavel sound? So I don't need to investigate after all. Right-o, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them $50, no problem. Oh, okay. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
Goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey, this is the detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
Just run along now and do your best now. Later, folks.
What a lovely man.
Definitely not suspicious at all. Chat.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we're going to go into the evidence room now, sir.
This place is a bad influence on the girl. Chat, I don't trust Gant at all. There are a couple of factors to him that make me a little bit suspicious of him. Because, let's go through a couple of things, shall we? Trying to understand the case as a whole. Everything is tied to the SL9 incident. But I think more so than that, it is the disagreement between prosecutors and the police. That seems to be this case's main kind of retrospective, is looking at the conflict between both the prosecutors and the detectives. And so because of that, it makes me wonder if we were kind of getting a prosecutor v police. And in that case, I wonder if Gant might be involved in this murder. There are a couple of factors to that that's also worth noting. His lack of any form of professionalism when it comes to Edgeworth and just treating him like shit, despite the fact that they know he's not guilty of anything outside of forging a bit of evidence, which is fair. But they're ragging on him so hard right now, and they even gave him that stupid award as a sign of how he's a king of prosecutors. There's also the whole thing about how he's been cleaning up the evidence involving Goodman, purposely withholding information from us that would be useful, in fact. We had to get the information out of him during the actual case in the court, which, shows his truth and shows that he's not going to, cause perjury in some ways, that we are getting the information we need out of him. But it also feels highly suspicious that he's not telling us the entire truth here. And now that he's put Officer Meekins into the same situation, it makes me think that they wanted a scapegoat for what happened in the evidence room, while also, getting rid of Lana. By doing that, you take care of this, you take care of, you have another guy who gets framed for this, and then you also kill Bruce Goodman, who's the only part I don't understand, because Bruce Goodman is a detective. He's part of the police force. Why do they want to get him killed? I don't know, chat. I'm not really too sure. So, there's a couple of unanswered questions. There's the fact that Meekins and Lana's hands are bandaged up. Lana's right hand and Meekins' left hand. And then there's the whole thing going with Angel Starr and Jake Marshall. There was what Emma said about how Jake feels a lot colder than he did 2 years ago. Maybe they are both working for Gant to try and do all this situation. I mean, that is two people with Angel working in the... Yeah, hold on a fucking second. Whoa, hold on a fucking second, Chad. Bruce Goodman was found dead, or was reportedly killed in 2 locations. The evidence room and the prosecutor's office. The parking lot of that place. Angel Starr, as we know, has been giving lunches to people in the prosecutor's office. She's been there all the time, including the parking lot. She knows it in and out. And then we've got Jake Marshall, who is a guard of the evidence room. He is there all the time. We know the fact that Meekins did not recognize the stranger in the room. Could he have worn Bruce Goodman's outfit, maybe? And then later on, when the body was found in the parking lot, that could have been Angel Starr who was the one who killed them, because they're the only witness in that case, and thus Lana is being blamed for that. The only issue here is I don't know why Lana is taking the blame for it. Maybe she's being blackmailed, involving Emma, maybe, like what happened 2 years ago, with the whole fabricating evidence part, maybe, and using the SL9 knife to kill Goodman. We know that the SL9 knife was involved. We know it was at the actual place. So if he was kidnapped and taken down, I mean, that would also explain how they got the body out of the police station, right? Because they got the body, Jake Marshall killed the guy in the evidence room. Or no, he didn't kill him. He grabbed him, stuffed him in the trunk of the car, brought him down to the parking lot where Angel Star killed him with the Edgeworth's blade. In so also incriminating Edgeworth into the case and adding more conflict with the prosecutors, and thus leading to a situation where the prosecutors are in the wrong while the police are seen as the heroes of the story, and allowing for, I don't know, for more control over the prosecution, maybe? Like, what is the end goal here for Gant? What does he want? I am curious to see where this case unfolds. But, chat, we are having ads starting in a second. I'm going to go on a small intermission before we head to the evidence room and hopefully get the investigation portion of the stream done. So I'll head over there. Chat, I will see you guys in a second. Enjoy clips of the channel. Ready? I'm tired, Hornet. That was my... I think I can't think of a better review for Silksong than that. That sound effect. If you want to know my entire experience playing Silksong on this channel, it was probably that. Right, so... we need to do the second game for the Tuesday thing. We need to get it ready to go. So, chat... oh, that's not that. I'm starting it up once we're done with King's... oh, shit! Maelstrom, why didn't you tell? You're going to be playing... you might be playing 9 Souls and Silksong back to back! Holy shit! Holy fuck, Maelstrom! You're doing that on Tuesdays, aren't you? Don't tempt me with a good time, my guy. What the fuck? Oh, that's going to be good. Right, I want to get the wheel up. The wheel. The wheel. There it is. Right, number 2. You got... oh, so close to Hell Is Us. Yeah, basically I'll be playing 9 Souls during Silksong, and at some point I'll still be playing Silksong when we beat 9 Souls and switch to crosscode, the flower block of the stream, yeah, yep. Chat, we're doing Tower and I think actually some people in the chat do know what this game is, because this is a roguelike that came out last year. It hasn't been getting favourable reviews, but I do actually want to play it to see what it's like, so... I'll remove that from the wheel, and I'll add it to the next page on my thing. Tower... and the, I don't know what the name was, and the Sacred Guardians? Something like that. Oh, wait, no. Tower, well, I know it is. So it's Tower. Tower. So remove that from the wheel. I do have Eclipsium on the list, but I've also played a lot of Eclipsium. Maybe I'll take Eclipsium off, because I've already done a thing on that. I don't know if I did it on the channel. Oh, yeah, it did. I don't mind doing it again, because that game was cool, and I don't mind playing a game like that on stream. I heard it was decent. Most of the negatives seen around the co-op mode. Yeah, we'll have a look. Because it kind of does the Hades thing, where you have a bunch of characters that get new dialogue when you return to base. From what I heard. So I'm interested in it. Right, chat, we're going to the evidence room. Oh. Why is the controller not working? Oh! The evidence room is beyond that door. We didn't use the steak lunch at all. Like we got the steak lunch to deal with Jake, but he hasn't appeared. Maybe it'll be important in the court case, chat. You have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. Won't open. Uh-huh. The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Oh, here we go. Howdy, partners. Well, well. What's made my Bambima's sky so grey? I return from the high noon. Officer Marshall? Why did it have to be him? I mean, who else would it have been, Phoenix? Look at his room. Oh, no, yeah, it was going to be the fucking, water, guard. What's that? Why did it have to be him, look for? As you may surmise, this here's my salute.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
How do you not know this guy's like intricacies if you've already met him before, Emma? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little dogies. The crime scene's away. Look at the card readers on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle a few hombres. But what about over a delicious Sainsbury steak? It's not Sainsbury, it's something like that, though. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. Salisbury, right, got it. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Oh, he's terrifying right now. Maybe he will if I give him a delicious Salisbury steak. Oh my goodness. That smell reminds me of Texas. It's a funny thought thinking that the Japanese the developers of this game assumed that Texas is this cowboy town. I mean, it kind of is, to be fair.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
Oh, I feel like you two have very different thoughts. Uh-oh. What's this? Why is the beer the sauce licked? I do believe that someone else may have partaken of my delicious Salisbury steak. It wouldn't have been you, would it? A fillet steak lover. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
State lunch given to Officer Marshall. Is it like a sign? Uh-oh. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask anything, smack. Finally, it seems like
he's willing to talk.
Salisbury steak. I prefer waitress one. I haven't. Oh no, Sainsbury's. You just said Sainsbury's. I do enjoy a good steak chat. I mentioned last year that I had the best meal of my entire life in Edinburgh. I went to this great place called the Spanish Butcher, which had this exquisite steak, like absolutely delicious, and the sauce was fantastic. It had little pieces of potato slices with it as well, and I was in heaven for like about half an hour. I will say, when I was inviting my friend there, because we went down on holiday to go to the cabin in that place, I didn't know when I booked it how fancy the restaurant was, and I was like, uh-oh. It wasn't that expensive, luckily, though. It was quite affordable for the most part. Right, questions.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
Oh, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. I mean, Meekly feels better than Meekins in some ways.
He told us something.
He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your guard station. Oh my god. Chat, this couldn't be a better use of cinema bars, I don't think, in the entire game. Ooh, woo, woo. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know.
Oh, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. I feel like Zippy might be a car.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take the machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Ah, wrong screen. Right, so... Jake Marshall lost his detective role 2 years ago. Move that down. And then move Jake Marshall down as well. Has a car called Zippy. Lost his passion for the job. I mean, I kind of feel bad for him, but I also think he might be involved in a murder, so I don't know. I kind of feel a bit mixed right now. I have a feeling this Zippy is a car, which would make sense how he got down to the parking lot so quickly, chat.
Miss Starr told us something. He said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
Oh, you guys can't see anything. I'm glad I'm catching that so quickly, though. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SR9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it, anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
Come on, I gave you a Salisbury steak. There are things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Yeah, because I think you're in on it. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transfer. Adrian was talking about the transfers too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambima, me and machines. Well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower, my steak. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman are on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be. A security guard, and you reckon? I mean, it probably doesn't know how to use them. One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Bust the card reader by a door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Oh. Oh. This is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that one before.
Yeah, the 87, right? Sorry, Bambima. I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just...
Wait, we're not going to get that on our thing. Wait, no, I wanted to add that to my notes, you fuck. Game. No, don't be a penis, game.
Saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing.
Wait. Ow.
Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transfer thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room.
Okay, that's the coding project done now. Now I can relax until stream time later.
exciting. I can't wait for the Watch Birthday Bod Bingo. It's gonna be good. Keep here under the Poseidon Detective supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if we turns out there was a mistake. See? What happens to the evidence after 2 years? Goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the country sheriff's department. That's what we call transfer. We do it every February.
See now.
Transfer is like a funeral for all cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead, unless it's the DL6 incident. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Right, I'm gonna go back to this one to be sneaky and get them to get the actual notes. Right, I've got my snip tool ready to go. Here we go. Grab! Got it! I got it, chat. Right, let's have a little look at this, shall we? Let's have a little sneaky look at this. So, we have this now. So this is right, let me add a logo for this too. The parking lot, and this is the evidence room history. So we know that this card 842189 is that 5/14. So that's when it was entered into the thing. So we know that was Bruce Goodman, or at least Bruce Goodman's ID. So he entered at 5:14. We know he died at some point between 4:30 and 6 p.m. And someone else entered at the same time as him. So we don't know who the mystery person is. So we know that this mystery person, let's say that this is mystery person, mystery A. Mystery A. Mystery B. And then mystery C. So that's all 7s in their card. That's quite coincidental, isn't it? The mystery person A entered in earlier. And mystery person B also did, and there was also one before that at 4:20. Now this could have been the actual evidence transferal, but this occurred prior to the actual murder. So the murder occurred, so pre-murder, post-murder. That was 4:30 the murder occurred. I mean, my theory is that his body was taken, or he was kidnapped and then taken to the parking lot, but we don't know yet. Now, last time we were in evidence room or records room, we were shocked by a taser. So let's be careful here, shall we? It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So, this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyard are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Gumshoe! What are you doing in here? Eek! Whoa!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
Wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. Ghost fuck. So is it true, what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? If anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire and knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Grant. Will loan anyone $50. Even me? Fuck yeah, Gumfuck. Go do it. Go get £50 from him. That's such a great setup for that joke. Oh my god.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was putting in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Ooh, evidence from floor plans. Nice. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. Fuck, we got a lot of notes. Right. Adding that to my notes. Okay, there we go. Evidence room has been added. I love Gumshoe. It's amazing how much I turned around this character when he saved me from the mafia.
Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day.
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation.
Again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I am a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
I'm always believing this Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
You want the alarming but also exciting for where it's gonna go news. I'd love to hear it, Maelstrom, whatever it is.
Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate.
You're coming out of roughly 1/3 of the way through this case?
Oh. I mean, that's fine. I think we're going to stop before we get to the actual courtroom here, because it doesn't make sense to start it now. So once we finish this, we'll then just call it for the stream, I think. That's fine. I don't mind taking my time with Act 5, but Jesus Christ, this is a long case. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. Gonna go some places? That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This case is an entire game in itself. It's kind of nuts, isn't it? But it's more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using that ID card. Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with fingerprint. Right. Okay. So, adding that to the notes. Lockers are opened with fingerprints. Door to evidence room. Evidence room door opened by card. ID card. So, detective-wise, Detective Goodman would have one in here. I don't know if Angel Style Jack Marshall will have one because that was 2 years ago. They lost their license. Oh my god. The only locker we can open is our own. Why is it so messy in here?
Funny, they're like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handle is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it...
Zap! You get a shock.
If that's what happened, my hand will be black and smoking every day. In any case, locks aren't that obvious. Or even some people on the force that don't know how about the fingerprint locks. Only a certain detective's prints can unlock it, indicate a lamp lights up when it's open. Gumshoe, I want you to have a look at this. Head of Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. Couldn't they combine the evidence together in that regard then, if they are just going to be like combined all the time? I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SR9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there was some loose ends left on that case. Good image. Really helpful. Allow me to say one thing. Being as a detective, if I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. You gave me this piece of evidence, gumfuck. You gave me the map. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Don't have a look at this. Oh. Wait, hold on. I don't actually want to present you the parking ticket. He gave it to you, so he left it in his hand. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Or left his head, not hand. Or drive people to go sky to do such a thing. Wait, I didn't mean, sure, of course, someone really else really did it. Someone who must have had a closure against Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, we'll help him, don't you worry, buddy. Alright, it's time for this. Oh god, no!
This is stuff of evidence, stuff of dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
Not open.
Did you really think it would? Hey, pal, our security is high-tech around here. There's something sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. Guess it must be evidence for some case.
What did Detective Gumshoe put this here? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm responsible for the evidence here. That said, where the evidence locker was recently opened. Chat? I have a small oh, hold on, I can find it myself. They were killing Goodman in the evidence room. Patrolman of General Affairs. No, okay, so I had a theory. He mentioned he had a dream about being peeled. And we know you need someone's fingerprint to access the lockers. His hand is bandaged up. And so is Lena's. Did he have his finger like peeled? Oh, that's a horrible thought. But did he have his finger peeled so that he can they could use the evidence lockers maybe? But I don't think he would have one. He's a patrolman. He's not a detective. Maybe it's not that. And Lena wouldn't have one because Lena doesn't work here. Interesting. If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Now Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging around a lot. But he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. Oh, if you're gonna talk about someone behind their back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. I'm sorry, gumfuck.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
A pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they call was some kind of escape artist and he got away?
Yeah, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
And shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What a sorry looking fishing rod pole that is.
Ah, that's my personal pole. Why do you put it in the evidence room, Gumshoe? I don't get around to using it. Why, I've seen that somewhere before. Missile! Right, pass the metal detector. Is Missile on here too? Did you leave him in here? The one that led us over that case out on Cold Lake, remember? Oh, right, yeah. That feels like ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. And keep looking box. Is this foreshadowing, chat? Is this item going to appear in a later Ace Attorney game? This like little box. You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Oh. Well, what's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright!
What if there are other bloodstains left in the the room? Could use a testing fluid to check it out. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Bit of gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. They could be out to be some kind of hooligan. And apparently from the case.
The case?
The SR9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SR9 evidence. Wait! No! Oh no, fuck! Shit! Am I now locked out? Oh no! Wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever was broke. You want to try and put it back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. It's no job for amateurs. Oh wait, is this gonna be a mini game? Well, I spent a whole good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks at the bottom. Let's try putting it the rest in place. Oh wait, is this 3D? Oh no. Okay, that's the top. Oh, what the fuck is this? I'm bad at this. Is that really not it? It looks like it is, though. Cat! What is this puzzle? Oh, God! Flower is awful at video games. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was it. Okay, it's a big lumpy bit. Okay, got it. Nice. This isn't a slide puzzle, chat, but it's pretty close to being one. Let's try every combination until we get it. That's how we solve it, chat. Ah, okay, I was putting it there. Okay, well, I know which one next is. And then suddenly it became a lot easier. Yay! Okay, and it's missing one big portion.
Huh? Well, I think we did it. But some of the pieces are missing.
Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. Problem is finishing it. It's just like the scene in the first season of Breaking Bad where Walter has to put together the plate and he finds out that one of the portions of the plate, a sharp portion, isn't there, and he finds out the person in the basement stole that.
Did Breaking Bad, was it inspired by Ace Attorney? Was some pieces stolen?
But they were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
Kind of understand how it got broken.
Stable jar added to the court record. Okay, no, I can do more investigation. Good. I was scared I wasn't going to be allowed to.
What is a saw and paint doing here?
It's the dawn of time. True art has always been a war against oppression.
True art? I noticed that there's a blue and yellow paint here.
Okay, I wanted that introspection to last longer.
As we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger.
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Here?
In the evidence room? I'm loving all the time we're spending with gumfuckingness.
Look, this one's open, and a red indicator light above the door is lit.
Our locker is credited with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker?
You sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'll be hard to get it open again if we closed it. I was wondering if maybe they hit him over the head. Whoa, maybe they hit Meekins with the pot over his head. But they didn't hit Goodman because that would have been in the autopsy report. There would have been a bludgeoning attack. Empty. It must have been taken to context elsewhere. No. No. Right, chat. It's time to do our favourite thing after doing this one. Put these pieces together makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, it doesn't seem a little unstable. No wonder it broke.
Make sure to remember the next time I make a jar. And the statue as well being partially broken, what's that got to do with anything? We already know about this bloodstain though, game. It looks like they slipped off.
I knew it, this is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, detective? Wait, that's Phoenix. It's locker. It's mine! No!
It's yours?
Please! You have to help me. When they come to take me away, I will! We'll be there for you. I'll defend you. Promise to testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? It's an important clue. I'll jot it down in the floor plans. Counting on you guys. We'll always be there for you, Gumshoe. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Slide to the right. Left.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
The reason for the murder to touch the spot if he fell out the door.
Might be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got in there, pal.
What this? Called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. You gotta give it back to him, Gumshoe. Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order. I always get it by Amazon.
I bet you jot this down on the floor plans. Right. Let me add that to my floor plans too. So, bloody vault. Cleaned bloody vault. Or locker, not vault. We don't know whose it is. Bloody locker. We know this one is Gumshoes. I don't think Gumshoe is evil. They wouldn't do that in a case that didn't exist until after the next 2 games. Goodman's. Oh, open locker. In case you're wondering how I can fill out the rest of the screen time in the investigation chat, this is how I do it. This silly. I enjoy doing it a lot though, so I'm not gonna stop doing it. Broken statue. Piece missing. Right, there we go. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? That was a murder. Serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. Oh! The screen floor, you're right. Shit. I need to like alert myself when that happens.
This was 2 years ago.
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. Like you mentioned last time that I was quite good at catching it, but then I just didn't do it there, for fuck's sake. And that started a rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SR9 incident, see?
So that switchblade knife.
He made him took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Interesting. Okay. Have we got everything we need, chat, do you think? Trying to work out if we have anything else we can get. Let's do a bit more of this. No, not looking at it. Playing. No, I don't want to show you this gumshoe. Oh, it's because I'm presenting it, that's why. Okay, hold on. I'll just go across the entire screen. This is how I do it, chat. Perfect. Oh! I mean, that makes sense. That's where his locker is. There must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like that, like it. Not professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien.
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
Make a note of it on the floor plan. Right. So, lots of blood. I mean, I'm sure we'll eventually encounter an alien in this series. I don't imagine we're going to stay in the realms of normalcy for much, much longer. Hey, you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Is it only blood that shows up with this luminol thing? Could be on the door as well, maybe. Anything else we can do? It's hard to work out what else I can do in this room, chat. I feel like we got all the blood we can get now. Maybe show Gumshoe? Maybe show Gumshoe the floor plan and add all the blood to it. Oh, Gumshoe! You literally want me to build it! Yeah, open the locker if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents.
No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
I thought Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. According to the witness there, anyway. What about this? What about the lost and found note? Oh. What else do you want me to do, Gumshoe? I don't know what else I can give you. Chat, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, what am I missing in this place?
Evidence room, pan right and examine the glove.
Oh!
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Head of Gumshoe, maybe. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. I mean, that's evidence from the case, you know?
You mean SL9?
Let's have a tag on it. Rubber glove added. Oh my god, we got even more evidence. Oh, we got so much evidence right now. Is that everything? Gumshoe. Please, Gumshoe. Help me out here, man. What am I doing? I'll present the glove to you. Oh. Let me have a look at the glove, actually, then. The tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence in that case. Also an unfortunate name.
You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing.
Huh? What's so confusing about that?
You know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag.
Zag? That word?
You challenge me?
What, are we playing a word game now? Maybe. I was going to see if there's any blood in the glove with the luminol spray, but we're not allowed to do that. Gumshoe, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing in this room, chat. Let's go for the whole part of the guide here. Sort of Gumshoe, locker will be added to the present the ID card record. Okay. The ID card record? I don't have that. Oh, I need to get it from Marshall. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the guard station and show the ID.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah. That one now is on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, Show us the ID card record again.
Okay, now we get to have it.
Look, the fourth number is a perfect match.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of those cards in the world.
When the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekin say?
So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. Guess I can give you this ID card record. I think you know something. Also, you both have the same stubble. Look, chat, look. Oh no, he doesn't have a stubble. But the guy in the picture definitely had a stubble. And they both got hats, too. Maybe I should give this list to other people of IDs here. Okay, well we can go back to Gant and get his ID. He's not here anymore, okay, never mind. I thought he would be, damn it. Go here, and then go in here, and then give you this. Take a look at this. It's the ID card record for the people who come in here on the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. That was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
The second number. It's not your ID number, Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
Second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
But I don't know, why do they have their own IDs? What? What?
Dun dun dun, cliffhanger, no. ID card record updated in the court record. How would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hey pal, look at the time. Was it something you needed to be going to? The Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. Oh! Really? What the fuck is this? I'm gonna go give it my report for the day. Might help, you know.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing about no problems. Hey! Mr. Edgeworth talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends with Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. Probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Yeah, let's go see our buddy. We haven't seen him all episode. So, Edgeworth is 8730579. So we know who Mystery Person B is now. But we don't know who Mystery Person A or C is. So I'm going to change Mystery Person C to Mystery Person B now. So he went in at 440. Maybe to get the trophy? Or to do something with the trophy, maybe. Maybe went in to smash the vase. Maybe he did that with the statue. Right, now to leave this place. Bye! Gotta go so far. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office. I can't believe this case is still going. This investigation is taking ages. Oh my god. No! I've got to do the French accent again! No! The Viscount's back! No! Oh god! Okay, well I've got 3 minutes to chill out before doing this. I can't believe I gave this guy a French accent. Oh. Well, I'm gonna have a snack while the ads play. Right, chat, while we're waiting for the ads to finish, we'll do the final game spin for the Tuesday stream. I'll head over here. The game is going to be Somber Echoes, which I believe is a Metroidvania. So I will add that to my list. So we're playing a roguelike, a 2D platformer, and a Metroidvania. And I have heard mixed things about this as well, but we'll see how it goes when we play it. It can't be worse than Shadow Labyrinth, which was a game that we all suffered through for like a whole stream. Right. Now that's done, chat. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, guess my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg you leave so long. There's a different bellboy. Is Edgeworth here?
Yeah, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Oh, right. He has that hotel bring him tea service? Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here, okay? I think he was trying to console me somehow. Are you telling me there's going to be... This might also be a reference to a future case. Is there going to be a French restaurant and I'm going to have two different characters for completely unrelated reasons have a French accent? The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Alright, hi husband, how's it going? How did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there was some who believe that I concealed evidence. No way! No way you would forge an autopsy report. No way! They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
To the police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police, Gant. I could do nothing but wait for his results. How very convenient for him, I guess. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of, outside of that time in case 2 where you did forge evidence. But still. Wow, I've never seen him so out of sorts. I got something to show you! Oh, right, I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true.
Why? Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Why did you kill him?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less.
Chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case I wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have had to be if the evidence was already filed. Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought us back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. Let me make a note of it. Screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. What about this? Don't look at me like that!
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edge has told you no in a very polite manner.
Emma! Whose side are you on, anyway? I'm just showing my best evidence I can to get some reaction out of him. What can I show him that will get a reaction out of him? I mean, I can show him the knife, maybe. The switchblade knife. I've already showed him the other knife. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already. Right. It all has to do with the case you were on, the SL9 incident. Some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about it sooner or later. You're talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old creep was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was the top officer. It was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Oh, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why the Deputy Chief of Police was on the investigation. Seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it? Was he the serial killer? Maybe. So... And to the notes. Gant was Chief Investigator. Currently Deputy at the time. That's quite important information. Quite pertinent to our case. In truth, I use slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I'll do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code. No, you fucking don't! You altered the autopsy report, Edgeworth, in case 2! Don't lie! By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science.
Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid, Well then. You might have use for this. What is this, Edgeworth? What's this sneaky little item you're giving me? Look at that cheeky little face.
Aluminium powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take this powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set. Discovers fingerprints and handprints for comparison of fingerprint file. Okay, we can bring that to the locker room or the evidence room. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right.
You seem to remember seeing a specific handprint somewhere.
I do as well, because we were literally just there. Right, let's go there right now and get this done. This has been a long investigation chat, but we're finally getting out of it now. And then I assume the next stream is going to be all court cases again. No, this is the wrong place. Oh, he's not here anymore. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here in the blood in the detective's evidence room.
Okay. This is a secret weapon we just borrowed.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. Let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Probably the index finger.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
Oh, the index finger.
Okay, now it's time to take 4 prints. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eye.
First we sprinkle the aluminium powder around
Oh? How do you do that?
with A. See?
Ah. Looks like it did the trick.
The aluminium powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that?
With Y. Exciting, I know.
It's not that exciting, I'm just pressing a button.
Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see?
Oh, that looks like fun. I need some getting used to, though.
It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the powder extra. Those are the base of the fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I guess I better give it a try. Oh, I got white everywhere.
Ah, you did it, you found one.
Did I? But look, nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left his handprint must have worn gloves.
But there was another fingerprint, which is only visible with the luminol spray. Don't tell me you've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. Well, while at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Look at the locker door, closely. And there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. See if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood. This here? Oh my god!
Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling!
Dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet. This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint. Not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right. I want to investigate the other locker too.
Look at the fingerprint here we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person who left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. Whose fingerprint will we most likely find on the evidence locker?
I mean, it's Gumshoe's yeah, it's Gumshoe's locker. I think it's Gumshoe. Oh, this is cool!
Match found!
Oh, that's pretty easy.
Aha! These prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really help us, does it? But we know Gumshoe probably touched his own locker. Guess it's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punkies, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Check it out.
Yes.
This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this?
There go eyes, sparkling again.
Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
There, the blood was wiped away, right? They only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area have been wiped away too.
Oh. Right. So that means no prints.
Well, you see the probability of hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left behind, left by the bloody hands. Oh. I mean, the bloody hand, what's been left behind is here. Oh! Oh! That's so clever! Because it will be the two hat fingers that weren't bloody. Because they weren't wiped away, obviously. Oh! Oh! This is such a cool puzzle. That's not a lot to work with. It looks like the final boss from Earthbound. I gave it my best shot.
Kind of not going to be any good for matching prints, will it?
It's not like we get a clear result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger then.
It might be the closer finger. Doesn't make a lot of sense because you think that this would be like caught in the water when it was wiped clean. Oh my god! I wonder how this was done on the DS. Do you think they actually allowed it to use the mic to blow the dust away? That's pretty similar. Jake Marshall? Oh shit. They didn't think about a fingerprint scan. Of course they wouldn't. They don't know about technology. They know about the blood, but not the actual fingerprint science. Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. It makes sense, doesn't it, technology?
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma. Decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh.
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain.
But why would Officer Marshall...
The like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't know.
I don't believe it. And only decisive evidence can solve an impossible crime. In the next episode of Ace Attorney, Floor Reverie. Oh! That was great.